Hello and welcome into 2023, my first video of 2023. And I wanted to talk a little bit about New Year's resolutions because I think some people make them, some people don't, and that's absolutely fine whether you do them or not. I haven't done them in the past. I haven't done them for quite a few years actually, but this year I just felt the need to write some down. And I think they were more like things I want to manifest as well. So instead of me going, oh, I want to cut things out, I want to cut out, certain foods or, certain alcohol or, cut out, just cutting out the bad things instead of focusing on that and the restriction of that. And I think sometimes if we focus on that, we're just looking at the negative side of it and going, well, you're in a lack. You're like, oh, I'm missing out on all these things. Instead of focusing on that, focus on what you do want. So, I want to have a successful career this year. I want to focus on that, but I've been really specific about what I want as well. So I know that I want to have a success and make a success of it. It would help if I could say that word. So I have gone, right, that's what I want. Okay, what are the small little goals that I can do? I'm working it back to these tiny little goals that I can just do daily. And that's what it's about. So say if you want to, meditate. Say if you want to start meditation practice this year. Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful to do it daily. And I speak about that all the time. And I think it's a wonderful practice to start to do and start to just self-reflect and become more aware. But you can literally start with just a couple of minutes a day. That is it. And if you start to do this, if you literally start to do just a couple of minutes a day and you stay consistent with it, and that's not asking too much, that's just a couple of minutes you can squeeze into your day. And if you continue to do that, you then prove to yourself that you can do things, you can change, you can be the change. And as soon as you know that, you go, oh, wow, I've stuck at this. That's amazing. Then you can start to build on it. And this takes time. I think we're so used to wanting things now and kind of, the instant, everything is instant. This is why we go on these crash diets, and kind of deny ourselves all these things and, and go, well, this will work if I just starve myself and go to the gym and just eat, healthy foods and it will work. It will work, but it will only work for a certain amount of time, because if you are denying yourself that and struggling with that, that's not going to put your body in a safe space, in a loving space, in a compassionate space. It's about loving ourselves, but you can do that incrementally. And if you do these small things over time, you are more likely to stick at them. You are more likely to then go, oh, wow, yeah, for a couple of weeks, I did do 2 minutes of meditation. Okay, maybe I'll just do it 5 minutes now and see how it goes. Say if you want to implement more fruit and vegetables, instead of cutting out everything, just go, right, I'm just going to eat one more fruit or vegetable per day and see how that goes. Or, if you want to drink more water, just one glass of water in the morning, and that's it. No, don't put any pressure on yourself. I think we put so much pressure on ourselves and it puts us in a state of stress. We're putting all this pressure and feeling stressed, and that doesn't really help us. It doesn't really help our bodies and all the rest. And, that's probably why we fail resolutions when we do. I think it's like 14 days or something. I think it's about 2 weeks is usually the time when people stop doing them, because it's the new year, you're highly motivated. There's that new year, new me thing going on. You're super motivated. And what happens is usually something maybe goes wrong. Maybe you miss a gym session. Maybe you don't do your meditation that day. Maybe you don't. And it's so easy to then go back into old habits. So this is why starting super, super small is the key to the consistency. because you just go, oh, it's so small. And you do feel almost like, oh, that's not doing much. That's not going to do much. No, I need to go for an hour at the gym and I need to do a half an hour meditation. I'm not saying these things are bad and you shouldn't do them, but I'm saying you're more likely to succeed and stay consistent with them if you just start really small. Just start on those small daily habits, and they will make such a difference when you kind of build on them and you do them day after day. And then you do start to notice that, with me, with meditation, I start to notice that I was calmer, that I didn't react instantly to situations and get triggered by things. I was more self-aware and kind of took a step back in situations where I could look around and go, oh, I see. Yeah, that's why I feel that way. And so much more reflective now. And you can do that. Everyone can do this, and it's wonderful. And I'm hoping that might inspire you to start your New Year's resolutions. So, yeah. I was going to tell you what mine are, if you're interested. My one was to be successful, to be a success in my business and for it to thrive in 2023. I also want to travel more. I really want to go to Greece. Greece is like one of my top lists. There's many, many other places I want to go. I'm like, the list is huge, to be honest, but that is like my top one. And my third one was to have a bit of a love affair. I know, I kept on toying with the idea of being like, oh, you don't want a boyfriend, you don't want a partner, but maybe you want a bit of connection, a bit of intimacy, a bit of a fun, So they're mine. And I would also recommend, like, if you come up with these fun things that you do want to manifest in 2023, make a vision board. Create a lovely vision board. I've just made one online. I've just opened a Word document and literally just copied and pasted some images that I want, so I can look at that and I can see that every day. And these things will just come into your life as they naturally do when you manifest this stuff. It's about how you feel. Forget about the how. Forget about how these things are going to come into your life. Obviously, you've got to make inspired action, not just sit down and think, I want £1 million and it's just going to happen, because that's not going to happen. But yes, make a vision board. I would highly recommend that. I really enjoy doing that. It's always fun. If you have like magazines, you can cut them out and do like a actual physical board, or you can, if you have a printer, print them out so you can see them every day and just look at them and, just think about what you want to call in for 2023 and anything you want to manifest. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you.